So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And Gay knocks this one through.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. He's going to keep this again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run here with the Saints' Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
He was tackled at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
NFC 3, AFC nothing.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 20. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 73 yards. And the AFC has taken the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's the Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. first down. Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st down, it's Cook. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On on 2nd and 9. Rodgers. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone that was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now, this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it again with Cook. And some room to work.
Come on, bring it, baby.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook.
36 yards. And the NFC has retaken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 20. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 75 yards. And the AFC has once again taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
2nd and 5.
Now Rodgers. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Oh, nice move. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
86 yards for him on the ground as he has been a bright spot for this NFC offense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the carry, it's Cook. Cook, a 1st down and more. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the NFC has taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. On play action, now Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And down inside the 15 he goes. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll run it with Kamara, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Gay's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Herbert.
Connecting with Andrews.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Cute face, nice, but she scheming on the low. I just cut to the chase, ask her, do you want the new friends? No way, they be scheming for the dough. Ring the bell, I open up, see they face and close the door. I got my own 2 cents, if you know what I mean. I got my own 2 cents, if you know what I mean. I take the check over the trip, if you know what I mean. I pick the mortgage over rent, if you know what I mean. Yeah, me and all my is winning. Okay. Remember back when I could never say what I'm dealing. Alright. Nowadays I text my lawyer, ask what the deal is. He texts me back and say that is over $1 million. Ayy, I might forget to reply. Too many messages, most of them read. I'm a popular guy. Why? IDKY. Always dividing the pie. But slapping the hands of the ones that show up to the party expecting a slice. Please don't be one of them guys. Was never my vibe. But I done been celebrating so much these days I'm seeing twice. Guess it's just one of them nights. I'm taking one of them flights. They let me recline to a bed. Out when they cut off the lights. Up when they cut on a mic. Like. We about to land and I hope you enjoyed it. I walk in the party and everyone know my. You by the line and you looking all blown it. You ain't on my list, so you pointing this pointless face, nice, but she scheming on the low. I just cut to the chase, ask her, do you want the new friends? No way, they be scheming for the dough. Ring the bell, I open up, see they face and close the door. I got my own 2 cents, if you know what I mean. I got my own 2 cents, if you know what I mean. I take the check over the trip, if you know what I mean. I pick the mortgage over rent, if you know what I mean.
Some 90s. Please. Yeah. Please, I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop, they counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. So I make waves that's without no grease. I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop, they counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. So I make waves that's without no grease. I dropped out, I ain't got got degrees. I found out that what not for me. College might be the thing for y'all, but college dropout taught me way more. That's 04. A similar time I made up my mind, dog, no more. Never could I spend any time in those dorms. My alma mater was taught by Marshall Mathers and Sean, Professor Carter and Kanye West for starters, and Tribe Called Quest and Common and Nas, Andre 3000, 3 stacks for short, Lupe Fiasco taught all about food and I took what I learned from the words and I filter it through the scriptures. I'm spitting the heat, but literally I didn't have any idea. The lyrics I rhyme, so whether the line would become my career. The quotes that I wrote would move a soul like Korea and make believers and still make a home for Sophia, Naima, my daughters, my sons, and my spouse. I'm just running my lane, y'all just running your mouth. Never catch me capping in raps. I'm really only 2 places. I'm in the lab on my seeking the Father, my heart is, so I don't get caught up in all of the kind of drama that's common when you just rhyming for dollars and trying to shine like medallions. That's an imposter that's partial to pocket all of the commas and tried to hide that they kinda forgot to honor the Proverbs. For me, the only options to follow the Bible. Let my provider decide how to honor my grinding. So it's a method to my madness. Trying to flip a get my daughters in gymnastics, please. I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop the counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. So I make waves that's without no grease.
Dame un poquito, papi.
Misunderstood, everything's all good, please don't kick me out. I got enough inside of footage when my foot is from my mouth. I got in touch, getting me in touch with my emotions. Who the is my promotion? Why not the one involved getting chosen? Calling hoops in, walking, wrist frozen, making mode and a billionaire with a Bentley in the back. The label called a mill, but I still ain't seen a scratch.
Dame un poquito, papi.
You see, scratch ain't better than, cause by comparison, I'm basically just talk about arrogance. I almost didn't release this song. I thought about how embarrassing it'd be for me to talk this long about my biz in awkward situations. Life can make you happy, or you might be at odds, but remember who you are. Take that bullet to the heart. Gotta keep that train pushing, mama, I'ma be a star.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking a field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Right there.
Play action. It's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Nick Westbrook-Akine
there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
41 Mike, right here.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown, Chicago! Marquise Goodwin, 54 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Cairo Santos lining up
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because...
He's got a man complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Derrick Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Grant. He will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
There he goes left side. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham. 75 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 2nd and 11 now, Tannehill. And he's got some space here, powering his way forward. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jimmy Graham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a handoff to Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
3rd and 2, Tannehill.
A slant to Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Tannehill.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans' 29-yard line.
Check 41. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want
Off play action, Fields.
That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
Pushing his way through. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Bears use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Santos with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a let.
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I'm here all day.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On play action, Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. Now Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
He's going to make everything happen.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Chicago.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.